Welcome to our second special episode together with NordVpN. We will take you on a journey through cybersecurity from the beginning to the end. We talked about the importance of password last time, so this time we will aim to the network and VPN technology.
Yeah, we have Kiril Mikulskij from NordVpN with us. He will explain why NordVpN is still developing after 10 years and how it all started.
Right, so you're listening to IT-säkerhetspodden special. I am Mattias Jadesköld and the person who sits next to me is Erik Salitis. This episode is called Make Your Network a Strong Fortress. But first, welcome Kiril Mikulskij.
Hello guys, happy to be here today with you.
Yeah, great to have you. Can you please tell me about your role at NordVpN?
Sure. I'm a team lead for network engineers here at NordVpN. And basically we are the guys who do all the magic behind the scenes related to the networking routers, switches, server-side networking are actually the things we get our hands dirty on.
All right. We actually forgot last time to talk about NordVpN. Can you tell me what type of company that is?
Well, NordVpN is a home to advanced security solutions that share the same Nord brand. And under this NordVpN here, NordVpN, NordPass, NordLocker, or NordLayer. Basically, NordVpN is a global company that would shape a networking, a security solutions for trusted and peaceful online future. And it aims to make it easy and accessible for everyone around the world.
Yeah. Right, understand. Okay, let's talk about some technology. Me and Eric sometimes describe VPN technology as something that revolutionized the IT security business.
Yeah,
since VPN made really complicated technology easy to use. And NordVpN was there in the beginning. Tell me how it all began.
Basically, the co-founders of NordVpN, they were traveling a lot, and they saw a pattern where various countries had various restrictions, various policies about how the internet was used in their countries. They couldn't access some websites, for example. They knew that government in those countries was making surveillance. So and there was no product that would help to circumvent such things and access different websites. They were tech-savvy guys, so they knew that they could employ things such as VPN, but it wasn't easy for a beginner user or a user who didn't know anything about technology to set such things up. And there weren't many products available actually, so they decided to make one themselves.
Okay.
So they began setting it up and tried it, and they liked it, and so that's probably how NordVpN started.
All right. So who's using VPN today?
Generally, the people like ourselves who don't want to be tracked online, who don't want our internet service providers or government to see our activity, what we search for, what we look for. We would like to be anonymous, maybe to access some kind of content that this is restricted in our country or things like that.
Yeah. Right. So that's the solution that VPN technology solve. The problem that it solves. Yeah. Okay. Let's talk about some cybersecurity connected aspect of VPN. What are the dangers of public Wi-Fi, for example, wireless network?
Yeah. Well, generally, public Wi-Fi's are open for everyone, so everyone can use it. Everyone can connect. There is no security. There is no authentication. So it's quite easy for people who are somewhere in public to get eavesdropped on their traffic. You can easily snoop around to see what you are accessing. If you aren't using any kind of encrypted channel, in that case, your traffic is just plain text. So that's even worse. Besides that, there are definitely things like malware distribution through the public Wi-Fi's. You can land people on different websites, redirect them. Even worse stuff than that.
Yeah. Have you seen some increasing usage of the VPN solution nowadays when it's a...
Of course. Yeah. People are see what's happening around the world.
Yeah.
There are countries what are doing to censor them so they just try to use VPN as a means to circumvent that.
All right. Yeah. So that's a good thing. Yeah. But how can criminals hack, for example, ordinary networks?
By the ordinary networks, do you mean the Wi-Fi?
Yes, the public Wi-Fi and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually not that hard. One would probably, you can put a man in the middle attack by poisoning ARP of the gateway and forcing the user to go through your computer instead of the gateway, so you can see all the traffic of the user. Another option would be probably to put a rogue access point to mimic the SSID of the legitimate access point and force users to connect to it. By that, you see all the traffic user sends.
Yeah.
You can even modify it and do very nasty stuff.
Okay. Yeah, this is, I think it's called evil twin attack.
Yeah.
And we also have ARP spoofing there, you told us. I think that's wonderful. It's like, I want to make another pen test again.
Yeah.
yeah. You could, but do it with your friends. So they know
sure.
Yeah. In a future episode, we will talk about NordLayer, which is for enterprise or business to business, but we'll keep to NordVpN because it's more for consumers, right? It's like, so there's a lot of VPN applications out there. What's the difference between NordVpN and others?
NordVPN is not only about the VPN itself. There are things on the application that can help you even with the malware, so-called threat protection that can help you to stop the malware. There are things like...
How does that work? For example, if I establish a VPN connection, how does threat protection integrate with that?
There are two parts about it. It's inside the application that can stop the malware on your computer. Basically, it will detect that you're downloading the malware and stop it. And the second part is where you won't even be able to open the website that we know that is infected with the malware. It will show you the warning that you're trying to access the some non-good website, probably infected with malware, so you know about it.
Okay, yeah. And you also have something called NordLynx. What's that?
It's a VPN protocol that is built on top of the well-known WireGuard protocol. It is very fast. It is super secure, and it's one of the leading protocols right now because of how fast it is. It's basically doesn't have much overhead. It does not decrease the speed of your internet connection. Thus, it's super good protocol to use.
All right. Okay. So I've searched the evolution of your product, and the one new feature in 2021 is that it somehow search the dark web. Dark web monitoring. Can you please describe how that works?
Yeah, basically we have a team that searches the web all the time. Basically, they search for the leaked databases with the user credentials, where various online services get hacked from time to time, and their databases land on such websites where people sell databases with user credentials, even national ID numbers, and even things worse than that. So basically, when we get such databases, we compare if users any of the credentials, like email address, matches the one on the stolen databases, and we notify user about that. That look, do you have your credentials leaked somewhere?
Okay, so for example, if I establish VPN connection, I go to Netflix and I log on, and if my Netflix account is compromised, then a pop-up will tell me to you maybe.
No, it's actually it will do that in advance before you even log into Netflix. If you know that it uses your account that you use to log into NordVpN, you have an email associated with it, so it will tell you that your email address is somewhere on the database that is already leaked and is publicly available.
Okay.
Somewhere on the dark web.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. So if I want to get start using this, how do I do it?
You can turn it on the application itself. There are settings within it.
I mean, how do I get started with the NordVPN if I want to browse privately and so on?
You just go. It's very easy actually. You just go to NordVPN.com, download the app, sign up for a new account, or if you have already one created, you can just log in, and then it's just one button away to quick connect to any of the VPN servers. The quick connect will connect you to the closest to you, to the best suited for you.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'm just curious when we're talking about this threat protection and dark web. Do you store my credentials, for example, if I log on to Netflix or my email or somewhere? No,
we don't know what you are accessing, so we can't even tell you what credentials you are using.
Okay.
So even we don't know that you are accessing Netflix. So.
Okay, so I'm private. I'm also private to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can totally get how great this is if you are on, I don't know, somewhere where you have Wi-Fi on an airport or so. But I wonder, most traffic today is encrypted with HTTPS and stuff. Why would you still need a VPN?
I'd say just in case some traffic is not encrypted. Even if you access some kind of website in the airport that is HTTPS encrypted, some traffic may get sideloaded without the encryption. That's one option.
Yeah.
The second part is probably you don't want to know the airport what you're visiting.
That's a good point. So basically put, you don't have to worry about someone feeding you a certificate or some kind to decrypt stuff. Like I know some airport networks and stuff would like to do some kind of proxy there to kind of terminate your SSH.
Totally possible.
Yeah.
Except you would need to trust their certificate.
And yeah, exactly. But with NordVPN, that's not a problem anymore. You know that you're basically totally, what you say, opaque for anyone on the road from your computer to the concentrator. So the airport will not see anything, no matter what they do.
They will see only one large session that happens between your computer and some kind of server on the internet. What's inside it is totally opaque for them. Yeah.
That's great.
Right. So that was it. That was our discussion about the how to make your network a strong fortress. And for your listeners out there who's interested in trying this out, we will provide a link for you to try out this product.
Yes.
And that will be in your show notes and description of this episode. Yeah. So is there anything you would like to add, Kiril, before we
I would like just to thank you for having me today.
Oh, yes. Thank you, too. And I also mentioned that our next episode in series is about to keep your data away from the attackers. So we'll talk a bit more about the risks and solutions about cloud files and storage and so on. So, yeah, that was about it. Thank you, Kiril.
Thank you.